Selling your home doesn't have to be nerve-wracking, it doesn't have to be stressful, and it shouldn't wreak havoc in your daily life. My name is Randy Ahmad, and in this quick video, I'm going to talk about the 10 steps that you need to take in order to sell your home for top dollar in the least amount of time and without all the headache and without the stress. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so step one in selling your home is you need to ask yourself, do you really need to sell it? What's the motivation behind selling your home? Answer that honestly and truthfully and come down to it, because if you're not serious about selling your home, you're really not going to take the steps that it's going to take in order to get your home exposed to the most amount of buyers. And as you see, as I go through the process, you're going to see why. So step two is you want to figure out, so once you've made the decision to sell, you need to figure out what the best time is to sell your house. Could it be now? Could it be that, hey, job relocation, you just want to cash out on the equity? And whatever the reason may be, you need to figure out what the best time in your situation is to sell. Step three is, now you need to make another decision. Do you want to sell it on your own, sell it for sale by owner, or hire a realtor to take care of that for you? Now, there are going to be pros and cons for each of those scenarios, and that's something that you're going to have to weigh. Step four is you're going to need to take care of any repairs and make any improvements to the property before listing your home for sale. And there's no better way to do that than hiring an inspector and do what we call a pre-inspection. That's gonna show any issues with the house that you're probably not aware of. Now, number five, and probably one of the most important things that you're gonna need to think about, is your pricing strategy. Are you gonna price your home to sell, or are you gonna price your home to sit on the market? Now, pricing your home to sell does not mean by any means you're selling it below market. On the contrary, you're going to sell it for top dollar, and that's going to be dictated by what the market is dictating. Next in the process, number six, is you want to set your home and stage it to where it's appealing. When buyers walk in, they got to feel invited, and they got to definitely see themselves living. Can they want to imagine themselves living in the property? Number seven of the process here is you want to focus on marketing. A lot of times most people think that it's easy just to list your house on MLS and set it and forget it. A lot of times that's not the case. You've got to know and reach out to and expose your home to more buyers. And that includes social media, that includes social media marketing, that includes search engine optimization, and includes search engine marketing. If you're not too familiar with what that is, please feel free to reach out to me and I'm more than happy to explain. The next step of the process, number eight, is you want to educate yourself on the closing process. What is it going to take? Obviously, it's not somebody walks in, makes an offer, and that's it. No, you're going to have to deal with inspectors. You've got to deal with lenders. You've got to deal with title companies. You may have to deal with attorneys and lawyers. So there's a slew of things that you really need to educate yourself on and become aware of. Number nine, and here we're going to assume that your house, you received an offer, you accepted, and now you're making preparations for the move. What are you going to do? Are you moving out of state? Now you're going to need to hire a moving company. Are you going to move and buy another home? Now it becomes a little bit tricky. Is that new home that you're buying contingent upon selling your current home? So there are a lot of things in between, a lot of moving parts that you really need to take care of. And then finally, number 10 is you need to take care of the closing. Grab your keys, grab your garage remote controls, that sort of thing, take them to the property, and you're going to hand them over to the new buyer. In addition, just make sure that all your disclosures, in the state of Florida, sellers are required to disclose any known problems or defects that could impact the value of the home. So, and that includes, again, that's going to be your seller's disclosure. You also want to disclose any HOA, if the community that you live in has HOA, doesn't have CDDs, and you want to review from the title company any of the closing costs that are associated with selling your home. You want to make sure that the net profit that you had calculated from before, that it matches what's really going to take place. And then you go to the closing table, you're going to read, you're going to sign, you're going to date all the closing documents, and you're going to hand the keys over to the buyer. And there you have it, the 10 steps to selling your home. I hope that you found value in what I provided today. If you're looking for more in-depth information on what I've discussed, please feel free to click the link and it's going to take you over to my website, and it's going to be there in written form. It's my blog, and I'll also have a lengthy video that's going to talk about in detail the 10 steps to selling your home. Thanks for watching. My name is Randy Ahmad, and I look forward to hearing from you.